Bring me a worm who can comprehend a man. I'll bring you a man who can comprehend the triune God. Alright, before I get started into this video, I do not claim to understand the Trinity, okay? That is not what I'm saying. At all. Never. Okay? Quote me on that. I do not understand the Trinity. Any one of you guys just have a theory on how it works. This is a theory. And not the words. If you can disprove it, please tell me how, or maybe offer your own theory. Anyway, so, hope you guys like that intro. I kinda liked it. Not that replacing the old one, but still. Anyway, so the Trinity. So, of course, John Wesley, that quote was from John Wesley earlier. But before I get into the theory, what exactly is the Trinity? Okay, well, I've got several different scriptures here. First off, we're going to talk about the one Trinity that we all know. 2 Corinthians 3:17. Won't go into too much detail, because we pretty much all know what it is. I just want to clear up the ones that don't know. See, 2 Corinthians 3:17. Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. So just basically, it clarifies right there that Jesus is the Holy Spirit. And also, there's Colossians 2:9. So, I went backwards. Colossians 2:9. For in Christ all the fullness of the deity lives in bodily form. Deity means God. In this case it says where is it? In this case it says of the deity, so it means God. Also in Colossians 1:15, He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. So that even more says that, hey, God is Jesus. And if Jesus is the Holy Spirit, that basically means 3 in 1. Okay, but that's not the only Trinity that comes in the Bible. Not the only one. If you don't know about this, it's okay. I didn't for a while either. Okay, but this is the unholy Trinity. This one is made up of Satan, the Antichrist, and the false prophet. And if you're thinking, then wow, this is just a direct knockoff of the Holy Trinity, you're correct. You're exactly correct. It is. That's exactly what it is. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just a really bad knockoff version of it. It's way less underpowered when you compare it to that. It's just worse in every way. Anyway. So, first off, Revelations 12. This is where it talks about the dragon. See, the woman and the dragon. A great and wondrous sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant and cried out in pain as she was about to give birth. Then another sign appeared in heaven, an enormous red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns on his head. On his heads, actually. His tail swept a third of the stars out of the sky and flung them to the earth. The dragon stood in front of the woman who was about to give birth, so that he might devour her child the moment he was born. Or it was born. Personally, I think that's Satan. I think that's talking about the Satan I think that's, Satan, because of the fact that the dragon, well, in this case, the dragon tried to devour the child. What did Satan do the whole time Jesus was on earth? That's right, he tried to tempt and tried to get him to screw up, tried to get him to do anything that was classified as sin, and failed miserably, but he still tried to do so several times to get him to bow down to him. And it's always said in the Bible that he is a lion running around waiting for anyone to devour. I can't remember what verse that is. I probably should. I didn't think I was going to use that. But it's definitely in there. Ooh, how about John 10:10? Okay, so let's see. Crap, I don't know. It's my favorite verse, but I forgot it. Crap. Anyway, John 10:10. The thief comes on to steal, kill, and destroy. So yeah, it's basically the same thing. And then he goes to say, I have come so that you may have life in abundance. So basically, yeah, I see that the dragon as being Satan, because he's tried to tempt Jesus, and he devours people in sin all day. So yeah. Another part. This is the second part. The false prophet, beast of the sea. And I saw a beast coming out of the sea. He had 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 crowns on his horns, and on each head a blasphemous name. A blasphemous name. Blasphemy. False. Lie. Same thing. Well, around the same thing. Anyway. Well, Jesus was called a blasphemer back in his time because they didn't believe him as him being God. We know it to be true. But for people to be false prophets and to be blaspheming is wrong, first of all. And second of all, that means you're a false teacher. In this case, this one is a false prophet. He's an exceptional case. And seeing as how a false prophet is related to blasphemy and lies, there's no doubt within my mind that the beast of the sea is the false prophet. Now, the dragon one, that's a little sketchy. I mean, you could probably put two and two together. I mean, it could be the Antichrist as well, but probably not. I see it as more as Satan. Anyway, and then the last piece of the puzzle, beast out of the earth, the Antichrist. And I saw another beast coming out of the earth. He had 2 horns like a lamb, but he spoke like a dragon. He exercised all authority of the first beast on his behalf, and made the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast, whose fatal wound had been healed. If you don't know, the Antichrist was also... Wait a minute. I say that the last beast is... although these keys beasts which around, I say that the Antichrist is the last beast because he was given authority by Satan. And God gave Jesus. We worship another God, Jesus. Don't quote me on that. But God gave Jesus authority. So that's why. But so yeah. So yes, basically, I don't care. Now, if you switch these around, the point is, these scriptures explain. These scriptures shows the unholy Trinity, the Antichrist, Satan, and the false prophet. Okay, now on today's theory, how it all works. Okay, for those of you who watch Dragon Ball Z, you'll get this very quickly. Okay, so in the Dragon Ball Z series, there's these two characters, Piccolo and Kami. Two characters that were once one. Kami woke up, and one day I guess some evil got into him, and he split apart. Basically, that's just to sum it up in a whole nutshell. So, they're definitely two different beings, but here's the thing. They're actually the same, because if I was to kill Piccolo, not saying I could, but if I was to kill Piccolo, it would kill Kami. And we've seen that happen many times in the series. When Piccolo's first in Nappa, Piccolo died, Kami died. So, and for those of you saying, but he merged with Kami, so therefore that doesn't disprove crap. Because first of all, say they could split up, and even if they couldn't now, listen, they're still the same person. Them merging further proves it. Okay. And I think it works just like that, the Trinities. I think they work just like Piccolo and Kami from Dragon Ball. Piccolo and Kami are two completely different people. One's a warrior, and one's more a magician. But they are more or less the same person. The reason why I say that is because if you kill one of them, you kill them both. And that's how I think the Trinity works. Basically, God is Kami, Holy Spirit is Piccolo, and Jesus is, I don't know, some other person be, put in there. Not that anyone's evil, but still, Kami and Piccolo are more or less the same. The same person. Because neither one of them can live without each other. They can't. It's not possible for Piccolo to live without Kami, and it's not possible for Kami to live without Piccolo. Okay, say it's the same thing with God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. Maybe not with the unholy Trinity, but I think it works the same way. I may have to go more into detail about that sometime. Anyway. But with the Trinity, I think it works the exact. With the Trinity is at all, I think it works the exact same way. If it does, this would explain why Jesus could have been on earth, saying, praying to his Father, please do not let this cup of wrath pass to me. Let it pass over me in the Garden of Gethsemane. This way it wouldn't be so weird for him to be talking to himself. Because technically, he'd be talking to a completely different person. One that was linked to him in such a way that if you kill him, you kill him. And it would also explain how Jesus is never seen as selfish when you consider the fact that he says, give glory to the Father. Jesus is never seen as selfish, so bam, he's not being selfish. He's just talking to a completely different person. And it also explains why Jesus has many of the same, all the same powers as God. It also explains a little bit why the Holy Spirit had to be there during Pentecost. See, during Pentecost, I'm not saying that they can't, but for some reason, I don't know why. For some reason, I guess the Holy Spirit was sort of better suited for the job. I'm not sure why, but for some reason, the Holy Spirit had to be there specifically. Not sure what they do with that. I'm not sure why for Pentecost God had to have the Holy Spirit there specifically. And maybe he's somehow better suited. I don't know how, but maybe somehow he is. But that would explain it. Because see, Piccolo and Kami have different abilities. As I said before, Piccolo is more of a warrior type, and Kami is more of a magician. So that explains it. The only thing it doesn't really, the only thing that might counter that I can think of right now is is the fact that it's sometimes a tradition, churches say that God raised Jesus up from the dead. In this case, that doesn't work, considering they're the same person. If you kill one of them, they all die. Not saying that you could ever kill God, Jesus, or the Holy Spirit, but still. So, yes. So it completely disproves that. However, if this theory turns out to be true, it would put even more power on Jesus, because that means he actually came up from the dead instead of, God raising him up. Although still, it's not like it would change much, but still. So, yes, that's how I think they work. The Trinities work exactly like Kami and Piccolo do in the Dragon Ball series. So, to wrap this up, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching. As always, I wish you a wonderful, fulfilling life. Thanks for watching.